Please state your name, age, occupation, and how long you've been a member of the church and or community.
My name is Willie Coles. I'm retired now, so I don't have an occupation per se. For 62 years. 62 years.
Now, how did you become a member of Pilgrim Journey Baptist Church?
Well, I lived here in the community, and of course my mother and father demanded that we go to church every Sunday. And so I was there here in the church every Sunday. And finally, you fall in love with the church. You'd be around long enough. And I accepted Christ at a very young age, and along with some of the other members of who are still here in this church, and went on to, we've been here ever since.
Now, what was most important to people around you when you were growing up? What was the most important benefactor in your community?
The most important thing was, for me and my buddies, number one, go to church every Sunday. Number two, stay out of trouble. We stayed back up in the woods most of the time. As a wood, all this area is all built up now, of course, but a lot of woods all around this neighborhood. And me and the other boys stayed back up in the woods, building little shanties and kidding around all day long. But the biggest thing was, do not get in trouble, because your parents were going to handle you later on that night if you did.
Now, school, what was that like for you growing up?
Well, we started out, of course, at a school that we could walk to every morning. Right where the Olive Garden is now was where our school was. And up to 5th grade, we could walk right on over there. It was a 4-room school, outside, toilets and everything. And then we, in the early 60s, 59, 60, that's when we went to the school that was a brand new school up on Quiarkison Road. And William Leroy Vanderbilt, it was an elementary school, but we had elementary and middle school there. And then we went on to Virginia Randolph. So you stayed with your friends the whole time. But the schools were segregated, of course, and you knew just about everybody who was at the school before you got to the school, because those same people in the neighborhood and who had gone to school with you. You just knew them all already. So it was a real pleasant experience, not having to find out the names of all new people and everything like that. So.
Do you remember anything about the Civil Rights Movement?
Oh, absolutely. I was a part of it. That was right during my growing up era. In fact, I was with a fellow last night, the two of us. We staged our own sit-ins when during the sit-in time. We were in the 11th grade, and we would go downtown and go to the restaurants where they would say white, where they had white only. We knew it was white only serving, and we would go in there and order something, just to be trying to be aggravating, and of course they wouldn't serve you. But we would ask them, why are you not going to serve me? That kind of thing. And of course, when I went away to college, we would go to North. I went to school down in Hampton, so we would go to over into Norfolk and Pickett and all of the theaters and stuff in the city of Hampton. We would picket those also, the drugstores and all that way you couldn't use. So it's a lot of things we did for the civil rights movement during that time. Yes.
Now, you say you've been in Pilgrim Journey for a long time. Have you seen any changes happen in the church? And if so, which ones were the most important to you?
Well, the one of the greatest things that happened to us, I think, was the movement of this church from the other side of Broad Street to this location. A lot of people at the time thought it was going to be a bad move, moving from a Broad Street, which is a major thoroughfare, to here. But it's been great for us, the movement from there to here, and people not being aggravated with the traffic and stuff down there. So I think that was one of the biggest things that happened to us.
All right, now you see a lot of youth in the church everywhere. What do you think they bring to the church?
Spirit. Yeah, when you see the youth being involved, you see the future of the church, of course. And they bring their parents. They have their parents in here getting more involved also when they are involved, like they are. And we were just out front talking about the youth. The youth, most of them will soon be the backbone of this church. Yeah, so it's very important that we have the youth program doing things.
Now, if you could give the youth, the church, and the community any type of advice, what would it be?
I would say that we continue with our strategic planning people, and that we actually put some plans together for down the road for the future, and try to get ahead of the curve, where we're not jammed into a corner and forced to make some decisions on things. We go ahead and do them ahead of time.
And lastly, when you're gone, what would you like to be remembered for?
What would I like to be remembered for? Well, I'm just hoping that I was a good father to my two girls. I'm hoping that I was just hope that I was going to be a good father-in-law to my son-in-law, and my grandkids a good grandfather to them, and that's enough for me.